Too cool.
Love it. They start flapping.
Wait, how y'all doing that?
It's a priest.
Levitate.
Oh.
Very silly.
I'm playing.
You can do this in Raid, but you can't chop up corpses. What the hell?
Like, you are recording this right now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Just giving Bendy a second to finish watching this video.
If you jump, instead of, like, going up, you do a dip.
Yep.
That's actually pretty cool.
Search Krager SF on Twitch.
There's
Cragger's in for.
Transpog about.
Alright, Bendy. So there's marks on my head and Clock's head. Everybody that's in an odd number group, like group 1 and 3, stack on me. Everybody that's in group 2 and 4, stack on Clock. We're gonna tank the boss so that there's basically, he's always facing one group of people. You get a debuff that slows you, and it's important for later that everybody stacks really tight on that person so that when you have he does an ability that's a cleave that's going to hit everybody in front of him, and we want him to hit half the raid at once. It spawns a bunch of ads that we have to kill, but it removes a stack of the debuff that slows you. So it's important to get that debuff down to at least 2 stacks to avoid a mechanic later in the fight. So as long as you stay stacked on Clock, you want to get hit by the frontal that he does, basically, and then kill a bunch of ads. And then we'll taunt swap, it'll switch to the other side, and oh, I guess you're in my group. Sorry, you're with me. But either way, half the raids with me, half the raids with Clock. We just stack up tight. We'll taunt swap so the boss faces us when it's time, and we just rotate through each raid, each half of the raid getting hit by the cleave at a time. So it'll be my side first, and then Clock will take it, and then his side. Get hit by the cleave, spawns a bunch of ads. We kill the ads. If you get picked for an ability called Feeding Time, you want to move out of the group and don't get other people hit by that. It's like a circle around you. And every so often, he's going to fill a big portion of the room with red stuff on the floor. Just move out of it and regroup with your tank.
You have made an unwise decision.
So first part is literally just stack on your tank that you're assigned to and kill the ads whenever they're up as quickly as possible. And then get stacked back up. When the ads come out, you can go help kill them. But as soon as the ads are dead, you gotta get stacked back up on your tank. The second, once he transitions, we all get thrown to the outside edge of the room. You won't be able to use any spells or abilities, but what you need to do is run to the center of the room, and you'll be slowed based on how many stacks of the debuff that you have. So that's why we're getting everybody hit with the cleave, so that they get down to 2 stacks. If he lives long enough and he does the frontal and you've already got 2 stacks, you can move to the other side and not get hit by it. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. We'll try to call it out if he's going to do an extra set. Once we go downstairs, priority is killing ads. Watch out for a frontal from the boss. And there is another debuff that marks you with an arrow that you want to spread away from other people with. Boss does a big explosion thing. We'll call it out. Everybody go through a mirror. He'll be tanked kind of close to a big red mirror, and that just teleports us to the other side of the room so that we're really far away from the explosion. And then after the explosion, we can go back through and finish killing the ads. Ads are always top priority. And the only other thing to worry about during that phase, I think, is the big red lines from the sword dashing across the room. It's
And
not
going
very
through
hard to dodge, but it's kind of hectic. Lots of movement for those few seconds while it's going off. What was that title?
Did you explain going through the mirrors?
Yes. If you have deadly boss mods on, it'll make lots of noises at you when it's time to go through, but we'll be calling it out too. And then the final phase, there will be people getting marked with debuffs that need to get away from other people. It should be pretty obvious. It puts a red circle around them. We get kind of limited in the room space, and he does a knockback every so often. So you want to make sure that your back is not facing the edge of the platforms. When we go downstairs, it's kind of shaped like a cross, and there's like these little corners where if your back's facing that, when the knockback happens, you can fall down the hole. Let's get a cauldron, and I will drop some food. Damn, get some food.
I grabbed an extra one so I can give it to you.
I did.
Spot. Yeah, I just made sure I swiped one of the extra ones. I feel like I have, the right to do that since I'm providing.
Yep, anybody that can throw herbs in the guild bank, much appreciated. Alright, let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let your penance begin.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Swap and kill the ads. Bat with feeding time. Stack on your tank.
Will cost you everything.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Cleanses the soul.
Heads up again.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Exterminate this
Time to move.
Splatter them across your walls.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
cleanses the soul. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Time to move.
Vermin.
Splatter them across your walls.
If you already got hit by the first two, you do not need to get hit by this one.
Beware.
Cleanses the soul. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Exterminate this vermin.
And we're out of time.
Splatter them across your walls.
So was it feeding time that killed both Fair and Heil?
No, it was the tick that killed me.
Painful memories.
No. Ready to die.
Your rebellion.
So we basically have to get him to 70%.
He did get hit by feeding time right before that, so it was feeding time, then the damage from the ad. Same with High. They were both picked. They just were super low whenever the pulse from the ads went off.
Also, if you get picked for feeding time, it's definitely a good time to use damage reduction cooldowns too. Or a Warlock cookie right after.
Defensive, or if you absolutely have to, throw a health stone even before you take the damage if you're low enough.
And yeah, ideally defensive beforehand because that will also cause him to heal less.
Yeah, I missed him too.
I only put him right in the doorway. God.
Yeah, I do my yeah, I always put a shield on myself before that stuff happens, but it still takes me down like almost all the way.
It might be good if you know that you're low as a Shadow Priest to throw yourself a Shadow Mend before it hits you. Get a little ways out. And,
Dispersion.
yeah, if you have it, still, it's kind of a long cooldown.
Yeah, dispersion is a long cooldown, but I was almost at full health by the time I got hit again, and that's when I died.
You get twice?
No, when the ads came out, I was almost like more than 3/4 of the way full of health, and then the ads came out, and then I just died.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let your penance begin.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Confess your sins, lest they consume. Your vanity will cost you everything.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Four, 3, 2,
Beware.
1.
Gloria, rid my castle
I move.
of these pests.
Pieces.
3, 2, 1.
Pain
Beware.
cleanses the soul.
Get the ads down quick.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
3, 2, 1.
Pain
Beware.
cleanses the soul.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Exterminate
Move.
this vermin.
You only got 2 stacks, you don't need to get hit by the next cleansing pain.
3, 2. Beware.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Die! Scum!
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
3, 2, 1.
Pain
Beware.
cleanses the soul.
Beware.
It's time you remember your place.
If you end up by the door, there's a gateway over there. Use it to get back quick.
On your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember priorities ads. Try to watch out for the frontal from the boss.
Get near the mirror if you can.
Continue this defiance, and your suffering shall be eternal. I will cut you down. I will cut you down. Shadows consume you.
Go through the mirror.
How are the ranged ads doing?
About half dead.
Go back through.
Scream for me.
Beware.
Carve screams from their flesh.
Dodge the lines.
Second range as dead.
I will cut you down.
Go through and stay if all odds are dead.
Devoted apostles, handle this filth. I will cut you down.
Beware.
Massacre these whelps. Scream for me. Run away and perish together.
Through.
Are the ranged ads?
One left.
One left.
Scream for me.
Mana tied up, healers.
We should be moving north.
Scream for me.
Get hit by the front.
Beware.
Massacre these whelps. Come on. Feast upon these meddlers. Scream for me. Perish together.
Mirror.
Group.
Stay here, kill these.
I will cut you down. Shadows consume you.
Go through, stay through.
Yep.
Beware.
Massacre these whelps. Scream for me.
Push boss.
4%. Okay.
We can hero now if you want to.
Might as well. Minute 20 on my mana card.
Watch for knockback.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oof.
Mana tides up.
Beware.
Let me show you how it's done.
Beware. Beware.
I will survive.
Beware.
Don't get knocked off.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Congrats all.
Where's my weapon?
That went way more smooth than last week.
Guys. I got anima.
I got a
So
conduit.
jealous.
I got a conduit.
I'm jealous of his anima.
Tank trinket.
Clock got a weapon.
Nice. Grats.
Doesn't he have
Keith-
better?
Keith got a helm. Technically, if Clock already has the a 207 weapon or better, he can trade the anima jewel to warlocks or demon hunters.
I mean, he's got a 213 equipped.
Yeah. So it looks like there are two leather helmets as well as that got handed out. I doubt one of them because it looks like Kisa already equipped it, given the fact that she just got epic on top of it. So
I'd say not.
I'd say probably not.
Grats on your loot. Guess we need to go out and change it to heroic.
That thing, like, he can't jump off.
Blame.
Yeah. They come through the portal. I can't see shit, Captain.